first word is in Luke 23:34. Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. I have a younger sister, and I love her to death, but when we were younger, she used to push my buttons until I'd snap, and then I'd yell, and then we'd both get in trouble. And it was over like the silliest things, like her humming or making an unflattering impression of me, and I'd just get so angry and worked up over nothing. And when I look at this verse, that's what makes it so amazing, how Jesus was surrounded by all these people jeering and sneering at him and casting lots for his clothes, and they were mocking the Son of God. And he could have easily just lifted himself off the cross and smited all those people with a thunderous roar, but he didn't. He just took it all in because he knew that he needed to die for us so that we could live to follow him and to be able to have a better relationship with him. And that's pretty impressive. He takes all of that from all of those people while dying on a cross, and I can't even stand my sister humming. He didn't say anything against all those people. In fact, he prayed for them. He prayed for them by saying, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. He wanted to make sure that his enemies were going to be okay before himself. He wanted to make sure that they would get a chance for salvation and forgiveness. Jesus loved his enemies because they were the children of God, and he prayed for his persecutors because he wanted hope for them. That's not just amazing, it's also powerful, because back on the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew 5:43-44, Jesus said, "You have heard that it was said, 'Love your neighbor and hate your enemy.' But I say, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." Jesus didn't just say that and turn around and do whatever. Jesus was not a hypocrite. He prayed for his enemies. And he was going through the most pain that we can't even imagine. And he spares the time to pray for those who are persecuting him. How powerful is that? Now, I know that I should pray for my enemies, and I don't know about you, but for me, it's hard. I'll be like, God, you don't know how mad they made me, or God, you don't know what they did. But he does, and he loves those people, just like he loved the people who put his son on the cross. I realized that I needed to try to be more like Jesus, and if Jesus was able to pray for those who crucified him, then I think I should at least be a little more intentional in praying for my enemies. Will you pray with me? Dear God, in this Easter season, I hope more people come to you, and I hope more people grow in their relationships. I hope that we all here can pray for our enemies more and follow Jesus' example.